What if you could invent a business that was a model of collaboration and high quality and featured products that tasted really good? What if I told you that a business like this exists and is also native Texas woman owned? The microbatched and artisan food industry is more of a movement. Creative folks who roast coffee, brew beer, make bread, or create specialty condiments are in it for the creativity as much as the profitability. Our guest today had a dream of crafting specialty foods she loved and knew others would find tasty. Let's talk with Taffie Lynn Butters about how she made her jalapeno dream a reality and does good at the same time. Hi, and welcome to Coffee with Claire. As you regular viewers and listeners know, we're always meeting and talking with people, business leaders, entrepreneurs, and those who give back and have fun. My guest today is Taffie Lynn Butters. She is the owner of Taffie Lynn's Jalapenos, a native Texan and an expert in the fine art of specialty food manufacturing. Please join me in welcoming Taffie Lynn Butters.
Hi, Claire.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited that you are here.
I am too.
With a name like that, you have got to be in the food industry. You were born to do this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then you just add that hot mamacita to it, and you got it going on.
Yeah, for sure. We're keeping it spicy.
I love that. So you have experience in both manufacturing and in sales. Uh-huh. So what got you started in the business of making condiments?
You know, it was interesting. It all started with a backyard garden.
Really?
Yeah. So one of the things that we planted was a jalapeno plant. And I don't know if you've ever grown jalapenos.
I have not.
But they are prolific. And so I can't stand the idea of not being able to make something out of the food that I'm growing.
Sure.
So it was like, okay, so what am I going to do? And the first thing that came about was, well, let's try making some relish out of it and see what that might taste like. So started giving it to friends, started giving it to colleagues, and they were like, wow, girl, you got something going on here.
Really?
So anyway, next thing you know, I started experimenting some more and was looking at, what else could we do? And so friends were like, wow, can you make a jalapeno jelly? And so tried it. First time I tried, I failed miserably. Just had never made jelly,
Sure.
But obviously figured it out very quickly after that.
So you have a statement of keeping it spicy.
Yeah.
So where did that phrase come from?
Yeah, so keeping it spicy is just about, not only the products and the jalapenos, but wanting to keep it spicy in life. Just wanting to try something new, be the entrepreneur. Also, just being able to take your food to the next level.
Yeah.
It's just keeping it spicy all the time.
So did you make up the recipes, or did you find parts of one recipe and then put another part of another recipe together, or how does that come about?
Exactly. So originally started with looking online and finding some recipes just to kind of start it out, and then customized them so that we came up with the products that we have. So, it was, is it enough jalapenos or is it not? Is it spicy enough or does it need a little bit more of that? And so there definitely are own recipes now.
So did you keep a little catalog or some kind of a journal of some sort to
absolutely
notate, okay, this really worked, this really didn't work, and all the things in
and
between.
all of my tasters, right?
So, really? So you have a catalog of your tasters?
Oh, yeah, just trying to make sure that we were hitting the right spice level. And one of the best playgrounds or breeding grounds of trying to figure out if you had the right recipe was taking it to the farmer's market. And so that's where we first took it.
Okay.
So we were able to take it to our customers and really put it in their mouths and see what their reactions were.
And what were their reactions? Was it really hot or was it okay?
You know what? At first it was extremely mild. Was a little scared about making it too spicy.
Sure.
But we actually figured out anybody who loves jalapenos loves spice.
And is it true that the seeds is the part that makes it really hot?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah. So the more seeds or the ribbing, the white inside that you keep in the recipes, the hotter it is.
Ah, okay. Well, I had heard that before, but I didn't know if it was just a wise trail.
It is true. So, it is true.
So jalapenos were just growing rampant in your garden.
Yep.
And you didn't want to waste them.
Correct.
And you got tired of just making like jalapenos on pizzas or something.
There's only so much you can do, so it's like, let's make something that's really useful. And just from a creative perspective, being able to create the recipe, but then coming up with the packaging, and I have a real creative spirit, and so just wanted to bring that home. And so by cooking and packaging and selling, and just that instant gratification is very important to me.
And do you do this at home, or do you have a commercial kitchen, or where is
That's
all of this?
That's a great question. So most people like myself, we do start at home. So Texas has what they call a food cottage law. So you get started in that way. Yep. So there's only specific foods that you can get started with. So jelly was a perfect way to get started.
Oh, good.
But as you graduate and get more into the business, you do have to move on to a commercial level, which is a whole process in and of itself.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, you're getting licenses and permits and all this different stuff.
For food handling and all that.
Food handling and manufacturing. And so it's been quite a learning experience, and I love sharing my story with other people who are interested in getting in the business.
Oh, yeah.
But
so do you coach people as well?
Oh, yeah. I've had lots of people that have asked me, how did you do this? And, what's the next step? So, but we absolutely are producing commercially and have quite a production going on.
Wow. So, like, how many jars do you produce per batch?
So usually if we're cooking a full day, we can produce anywhere from 250 to 300 jars. So,
oh, wow. That's a lot.
It's all 8-ounce jars. And it is all done by hand, because it all is done in a microbatch brewing, or not brewing. I'm not brewing anything. It's a jalapeno.
Well, that's next. Jalapeno beer is next, folks. You heard it here first.
Yeah, but it is all done by hand. And so it's very exciting every single time.
So do you get your whole family involved, or do you have people that you actually pay to help you now?
Yeah.
Or
so it is very much a family business.
Yeah.
So it started with my son, Walker. Walker and I started off doing it together, and then I recruited my mother, and now she is my sidekick. And then also my youngest son, Pierce, has also started helping us. So it's very much a family business.
Oh my, that sounds like so much fun. And there's so many great stories that are conjured up around the kitchen table, and now you just expanded that to where you've got a really big kitchen and probably a lot of stories that you're and memories that you guys are creating as a family while you're producing this awesome product.
Yeah, and it's just it's a great time for bonding, and but we get a lot done, and we feel really good about it. I mean, family is absolutely the most important thing to us, and just being a part of the community and giving back. And so on that note, what's interesting is that one of the things that Taffie Lynn's Jalapenos wanted to make sure and do was to give back to the community. And so it was like, how do we do that, and what does that look like? And so coming back to those core values and what that might look like, we looked to my cousin John Poston actually started this amazing facility called Daymark Living. Daymark Living is for individuals who are living in the Dallas-Fort Worth or even in Texas who are intellectually delayed or have disabilities. And so they're able to take themselves to the next level in living and having independent lives.
Oh, that's great.
So he has started a foundation, which Taffie Lynn's Jalapenos actually is giving back a portion of our profits to Poston Garden Foundation.
Oh,
Poston
awesome.
is my maiden name. So Poston. So we are giving back to the Poston Garden Foundation. That is a scholarship fund that does benefit individuals who are living in the Daymark living community.
And how many residents would they have at a facility at any time?
That's a good question. It's quite a large facility. It is like the size of a apartment complex. I don't know exactly how many people that they have there now, but they're looking to fill it up. It is the most incredible living facility. You and I would want to move there tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
And, you know, it's great that you guys are giving them an opportunity to be as independent as possible, because that's all we all want.
That's all anybody wants.
Yeah, is to be able to be self-sufficient.
Life, connection, self-sufficient, love. That's what we all want.
And you give it in a nice environment to where it's somewhat protected, but at the same time, they've got that freedom.
Exactly.
And that's amazing. So you've used this term microbatching a little bit, and I'm not really clear on what that means. So does that mean that that's the 250 number, or is that a smaller amount?
So it would be a smaller amount.
Okay.
So a smaller amount. So a microbatch is something where you're putting together and crafting the recipe and crafting the product.
Okay.
And then by continuing with the microbatch, you're able to control the process and the quality of the product, in my opinion. So because even though we're expanding on our capabilities and growing and you know, and sizing, we still have that same quality.
Okay, so that's really
almost like a microbrewery.
Yeah.
You know, microbrewery or a micro roaster or any of the coffee people, and so it's a similar in the same.
And then that way you kind of have a control batch, and then you know what the quality is going to be from there on out, and then you can do your 250 and 300 at the same time. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're also a part of something called Go Texan. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so Go Texan is an organization that is hosted by the Department of Agriculture. So they put this together. Most people know it from the State Fair of Texas.
Okay.
So if you go to the State Fair of Texas right now, you will find there's several vendors at the Go Texan pavilion, and they have a general store. So if you go there, you will actually find Taffie Lynn's jalapenos. So we've got our mustard, we've got our relish, as well as our jalapeno jelly, and they're all on the shelf. Shelf number 50. Shelf number 50. Don't forget the 50. So, and we'll be sampling, but Go Texan is really promoting Texas-owned businesses. So it's Texans making things for Texans in Texas. That's a mouthful, right?
It is.
But yeah, absolutely. So just a really great organization, and they help people like me who are small entrepreneurs to get opportunities to get to the next level.
Well, since you have some products here, let's try some, shall we?
We shall.
Yeah. All right. So
if you want to hear the freshness, you want to hear how fresh it is.
Ooh.
Oh, listen to that! Oh my gosh, it pops up in freshness. I know you can't smell it on the camera, but you want to smell that clear.
I do.
You
Oh
can
my
smell
gosh.
the fresh jalapenos.
So this is the Taffie Lynn's jalapeno mustard.
That is the mustard.
Woo. That's making my eyes water just smelling
That'll
it.
wake you up, won't it? Yeah, that'll wake you up. So,
Ay, caramba.
there's several things.
That's a spicy mustard.
It is a spicy mustard. There's a lot of things that make us special, but I will tell you some of the most incredible things that make us special is we use all fresh produce. So the jalapenos are fresh. And I'll let you try the jelly.
Okay,
here.
yeah, my little Kansas palate might be able to handle that first.
So everything's 100% fresh produce. Everything's 100% natural. We're also gluten-free. We cook in a gluten-free kitchen. We're also vegan. So for all of our vegan friends, we would love these products.
Oh, wow.
It's in like with jelly, we actually use a cane sugar, a pure cane sugar.
It's sweet, but then it has this little bite at the end.
Exactly.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay. Well,
amazing with cream cheese and crackers. That's what most people like to do.
Ooh, I bet,
pair it with a bottle of white wine. You could call that dinner if you wanted to.
Okay. Yes, and
you can also glaze meat. I have a gal who has a bakery, and she does a cranberry biscuit and glazes it with jalapeno jelly. That's hippos and hash browns, and also Urban Donut uses it on some of their donuts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot you can do with the jelly, not just with cream cheese and crackers.
And it sounds like that you've branched out quite a bit. So you're at the state fair, you're at the farmers markets, but
I'm
then
at
it
the
sounds like
Good local farmers market.
Okay.
We'll be there on Saturday.
Okay.
Come see me. I'll be there. It's right near the Arboretum.
Okay.
So that's where we've been for the past 3 years, and I think it's absolutely hands down the best farmers market in Dallas.
And have you been doing this for about 3 years, or have you been doing this longer?
No, it's been for 3 years.
Okay.
So we've accomplished a lot.
You
in
have.
3 years. So
Yeah.
and we're hoping to take it to the next level. That's what we want to do.
So when you say take it to the next level, and you've got your sales and manufacturing experience, what is your vision for the next 5 years? What are you looking to?
Sure,
to
absolutely.
go?
That's a great question. So we want to be present and available for everybody in Texas. So
okay.
Meaning that I'd like to see it on the shelves in your local grocery store, as well as with fun little boutiques. Maybe you walk into your favorite restaurant and there's Taffie Lynn's jalapeno mustard sitting on the table so that you can dress your burger or dress your brat or whatever that might look like.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see it everywhere. Everybody should be keeping it spicy.
Well, that's right. And we are in Texas, and Texans really do have a palate for that.
They do.
So, so I know you had mentioned before we got on the air that you do a lot of mentoring and coaching and things like that. So what advice would you give to entrepreneurs that are kind of starting to look into that specialty food segment?
Yeah, just follow your passion and go for it. Don't be scared to ask other people who are already going down the path how to do that. That's one of the things I love about being in the farmers market is that it's a family and everybody's doing it. And whether you're in your infancy stages and starting off and have only been doing it for 6 months, or even up to people who've been doing it for several years now, just really being a part of the family and not being afraid to ask about, how do I do this? How do I do this next thing? Because everybody is willing to help.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes as strong women, sometimes we have a hard time asking for help because we feel like we should
Everybody
already
should know.
already.
Sure.
And how are you supposed to know something that you've never done before?
Exactly.
And so it's okay to ask and get that advice from other people. And I would imagine at the farmers market that there is a plethora of experts.
There is. And even though we're all producing different things, whether it's a cheese maker or a baker or olive oil or jalapeno condiments, the process of how to get it from making it to packaging it to selling it is pretty much the same. So there's a lot of the same things to learn, where to get your barcodes and where to get your licenses with the state and, your sampling.
Yeah,
and
all of those things you just
don't even think about.
So, so when you were licensing and things like that, did you have like a legal expert that was helping you, or did you just kind of learn on the fly? Or
yeah, I'm more of a self-taught kind of girl.
I get that. I'm the same way.
A little stubborn.
Yeah,
and wanting to learn it on my own, and sometimes. It's a good way to do it, but then once I got ingrained, like I said, into the family, I was more apt to ask and find out that way. It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, it is, but sometimes we have to learn the hard way first, and then it's like,
course.
oh, it would have been a lot easier to do it this way.
We should do it this way.
All right, I'm starting to feel brave. Can I try the mustard?
Yes, you can. All right. Absolutely.
If you see like smoke coming out of my ears, then you know that it's been effective. Woo!
So the mustard is actually probably our best seller.
Is it?
Yep. So we love the mustard. You can do everything from making your own salad dressing to dressing a burger or a brat. It's okay. You'll be fine. You have your water. It's got a really lovely earthy taste to it. There's no sugar in it. There's no dairy in it. What do you think?
I like it. I'm surprised. I thought I was going to be burning my tongue off.
Yeah. No,
But I'm going to have some water.
Yeah. One of the things is why in the beginning when we started off so mild is that I don't like it when my mouth is like super on fire.
Or you feel like there's a
release valve at the top of your head. Yeah, no, we don't want that to happen. But we do want you to get the kick, and
that's really good. I can see, or I can taste, where it would be really good on a brat or a hamburger, anything that you just want to spice up?
Really good on fish. We
Really?
love to put it on salmon and bake salmon.
Oh, wow.
It's absolutely amazing.
And there's no sugar in it.
There's no sugar in the mustard at all.
That is really interesting. And then you've also got the
And then I've got the jalapeno relish. So the jalapeno relish is the spiciest of our family.
Okay, I don't think I'm ready for that one. I'll have to work my way up.
Yeah. So one of the things that we heard about the relish, and this is becoming a big contender next to the mustard, is that people wanted it spicy. So we are keeping the seeds and we're keeping the white ribs in it. So this has got the kick that everyone is looking for. So people walking around the farmer's market will put it on their tamales.
There you go.
You know, put it on your eggs in the morning is amazing.
Okay.
It's great on sandwiches. It's good on beans. Again, all of our products are vegan friendly, and so but it's for everybody. It really is for everybody.
Well, how can our audience contact you and find out more about your company?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for asking that. So you'll want to look at our website. You can purchase online. It's TaffieLynn'sJalapenos.com. Also, come see me at the fair. I'll be there on Sunday. I'll be there all next weekend. Come try it. I think you'll love our products too. And if you miss us at the fair, come see us at the farmers market, which is just off Garland Road. So very easy, right in the middle of East Dallas, and we would love to see you.
Well, thank you again, Taffie Lynn, for joining us today and making things spicy.
Keeping it
It was
spicy.
good. And thanks to our listeners and viewers. Please make sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter and follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn. We'll see you next time on Coffee with Claire. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Coffee with Claire. To learn more about today's guests, visit their website or find them on Facebook. To learn more about me, Claire Billingsley, follow me on LinkedIn or visit my website at coffeewithclaire.tv. And to hear more episodes of Coffee with Claire, subscribe, rate, and review the show on your favorite podcast and social media platforms.